Alright guys, RazorwireReviews here. Okay, showing off over. I can't even play it properly, but there you go, just some random stuff to throw in this video, which is going to be packing in a lot. Actually, do you know what? I'm filming this. I haven't actually even got up the page that I need to do this video, which will be the 3rd edition of Hot Topic. And again, if you don't know what that reference is, you are gay. Internet's not loading, that's not great. You just watch me on my laptop for a bit. You're entertained. You find some entertainment out of this, me on the laptop? No, of course you're not. I should have got this ready. Fuck. Okay, I don't play. All I need are the questions, because this is a backyard Q&A. Not going very well so far, just like all my other videos. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. Now, I've done shoot interviews in the past and I've strung out 30 odd questions for 2 hours, so I'm not gonna, wait for loads of questions. 6 is enough for me. But before I do that, I'm gonna quickly show you, as a little added extra, and you're not gonna think any of this for most of the people watching this, but anyone who's a part of UKBOW, you might find this a little bit interesting. This is my backyard wrestling DVD collection. Oh yes, I have a backyard wrestling DVD collection. Oh yes, it's mainly NAW, National Alliance Wrestling. Let's just go through them. This is Britfest 2009, which is signed by myself and Adam James Owen, my opponent for that event. I have Britfest 2007, which is only signed by me so far. That's when I faced Alex McConnell. Great show, that one. Another great Britfest, Britfest 2008, also signed by me, waiting to get that signed by Dave Williams, my opponent for the show. I made most of these covers, by the way. Such as this one, Collision 20, live from Newcastle in front of 240 people. I have, oh yes, I have Sanddog, through the years, 2005, 2007. Yes, I made a DVD about myself, because it has a lot of my full matches on there, over the years, across the country, and all that kind of shit. Then we have XBB Heatwave in Harlow, a indie show, which I wasn't on. And the show that I did wrestle on was a DVD was not made, which is kind of annoying. But I have the only XBB DVD that was released, and I like the random topless women on the back. I have Ashley Dunn, Superstar, the Ashley Dunn story. Loads of full matches of Ashley Dunn from NAW and so on. I have the big one, Britfest 2005, one of the most legendary backyard wrestling shows of all time in my opinion. The crowd at Newcastle Scotswood was amazing. NAW along with Fall 2008 Super Show. I wrestled LB Voltage on that one. Not a great match. Another live show, Collision 25. I had a random match on there, which wasn't that great, but this was good. Good show. Collision 21 and 22. Again, these are covers that I've made. Who do I face on this one? I faced Natrix in a street fight, I believe. Oh no, was this 2008? It was just a normal match, I think. No, it was a street fight against Natrix. Or, well, I won't say his real name because he's actually an indie wrestler now. Collision 19. Collision 18. International Incident. Great show. Another awesome show, the NAW 2-year anniversary show in 2007. amazing show. We had Canadians down and everything, and featured on disc 2, I think, or no, disc 1, is where I nearly broke my neck. Awesome. Love Hate 2007, and Long Way to Fall 2007, where I faced Chris Bell. So that's my Backyard Wrestling DVD collection. I also have 8 volumes of the WCW anthology, which I made. That's all the comps, full matches and stuff like that, but I haven't got covers made of them yet. So when I get a printer and I can make covers, I'm going to have a massive set, which should be pretty cool. So, on to the first question. This is from 101 Dark Monkey. Do you think backyard wrestling is dangerous? Yes, I do think backyard wrestling is dangerous. To any backyard wrestlers watching this, obviously I'm not going to go, you know, oh, you need to be responsible and all this, and, you know, it's stupid to take risks, but, you know, I'd be hypocritical because I took risks. I took so many risks in my backyard wrestling career. Let me just move these DVDs because they were almost falling off my cabinet. Yeah, backyard wrestling is definitely dangerous if you don't do it properly, but then again, what's properly in backyard wrestling? It is backyard wrestling. It is by its nature dangerous. You just got to be careful. You got to be careful that you don't take anything stupid, that you know, it's hard to say, you know, that you know what you're doing, because a lot of the time I didn't know what I was doing. I would say that now I do, and, you know, I can say I've never, well, I was about to say I can say I've never injured anyone, but I have, you know, and that was, you know, I think that was, those few times that I did, it was kind of a 50-50 blame there, you know, but at the same time, you just got to be careful. Things do happen, but backyard wrestling, you know, like I say, by its nature, very dangerous. So if you're thinking about doing it, if you do it, you know, be careful, have fun, but be careful, and, you know, and, you know, I count myself lucky that I'm able to walk still after some of the things that I've done, which aren't even that great, just done badly sometimes, you know, because I didn't know any better. But, you know, you've just got to trust your instincts a lot of the time, but, you know, just mainly be safe, you know, that's the main thing you got to think about. You know, when you're planning a match, you know, and you're going to do this big spot, you know, think about how it could go wrong and how you can avoid it going wrong in that way, you know. Next question is from the BTW Nation. Would you advise people not to backyard wrestle as you yourself would of the best UK backyard wrestler? I don't know what that means really. Would I advise people not to backyard wrestle because I was one of the best UK backyard? I'm guessing you're saying would you advise people not to, you know. I'm not saying I think I am one of the best UK backyard wrestlers at all. I'd say if there was an all-time list, I'd be up there, but I think I'd be in the 20s maybe of an all-time backyard wrestler list. But would I advise people not to backyard wrestle? If you're serious about wrestling, no, don't backyard wrestle, because you'll just injure yourself, or you'll put extra kind of stress and taut on your back and your knees and stuff like that you don't need if you're trying to make it as a wrestler. I sometimes think, you know, I could have just not backyard wrestled and just tried to be a wrestler, and I think that I would have been successful. I think I would have been pretty successful. I don't think I would have been huge because I haven't got a good size or anything like that. But I think that, you know, when I started doing promos and stuff, and then years later I started getting into the groove of it, I think I got it, you know. I got it in terms of like a kind of a dark character. I don't think I could do a very confident face character, but, you know, and also I just think I get it in the ring sometimes. You know, some things are just natural, and, you know, you were meant to do that kind of thing, and I think that I was not meant to do that kind of thing, but it became quite naturally to me to be in the ring, I guess, or in the field, on the field, in, you know. So in retrospect, I think, should I have really done that? But at the same time, I see the indie scene, and it's not really, I couldn't be on the road either and all that stuff, you know, so I'm kind of glad that I backyard wrestled. But if you're serious about becoming a wrestler, I'd say don't backyard wrestle. What form of ground would you advise bumping on as an alternative to a ring? Preferably a soft ground. Ground bumping is horrible. I've done it for many years. I even did it a couple of years ago in 2009. We did a few like, you know, retro style ground bumping shows, and it fucking kills, but, you know, it is fun, and it's kind of like a nice freedom to wrestle whenever you want, wherever you want, just on grass, you know. But grass sometimes can be hard as concrete, it can be soft as a pillow sometimes. You just gotta judge it from, you know, looking at it and touching it and bumping on it, I guess. I can't really say that there's, like, you know, a specific type of grass that you should bump on or anything. The last few questions are from Hibbs for WWE. What was the craziest bump you took? There's a few. I was meant to take a set-out powerbomb off a pro ring through a table, which is set up with 2 big blue barrels and a piece of wood. And the guy who's doing it on me, Apocalypse Farage, F.A. Rage, he kind of just felt, I must have felt like when he picked me up he couldn't be bothered to sit out, so he just let go of me and jackknifed me, basically. And my head went kind of, the back of my head went quite hard through the thing, and it just, basically the table may as well have not been there. I kind of went straight down to the floor, which is grass, and it was just, it wasn't crazy, but it really hurt. Another one's a back body drop on concrete that I took, and I really pushed myself into it and just flat backed it, because I thought it was going to be my last match at the time. That was 4 years ago. And that was just another kind of pain. It was unreal. And I'd say another one was a botched back suplex. I was meant to just take a simple back suplex, and I like to kind of throw myself into moves and make it look better, you know, like. And the guy who did it on me, Mike McKnight, he kind of just basically did like a walkthrough straight on my head, and like, yeah, that's the one I said, you know, when he broke my neck. I'm guessing that because I can't see how I didn't. I mean, you watch the clip and my head goes down and my body just folds over it just more than it should, you know. It's just, it was a scary moment. That. What was the biggest crowd you performed in front of? That'd probably be the NAW live show, 240 people. I don't think XPB was as big as that, but yeah, NAW Collision 20, which I've got here. I can just show it to you actually again. Collision 20, I faced Alex McConnell, one of our many matches, and that was one of my favourite matches too. It was really nice because I came out and, you know, I just came out and I was like, yeah, you know, and the kids just started cheering, you know. No prior knowledge of who I was, but just by my kind of, my body language and, you know, what I was doing in the ring, and, you know, I don't have much charisma, but I have a little bit, and the kids kind of latched onto that, and you know, there were a few of the yarders in the crowd kind of starting chants and stuff, and it really worked. And I went to do an elbow drop, and you know, I went on the first rope, and I was like, you know, do you want to go higher? And they were cheering for me to go higher. Simple stuff, you know, but they got into it, and I got a big cheer when I, you know, got the pinfall, and it was just like, you know, it's the closest I'll get to being a wrestler, you know. It was really cool, and it was with one of my favourite opponents, one of my best friends, Alex McConnell, and it was a really good match too, I think, and that was great. That was awesome. I wish we'd done more of the live shows. And the final question, have you ever considered pro wrestling? Well, I kind of covered that before. I kind of think I would be able to do it, but it's just like, you know, my body, I'm not very tall, or, you know, I could change my body, you know, I could work on that, but I can't make myself taller. It's hard for a small guy to make it really in pro wrestling, and I don't think I'd want to do it unless I could really make it. And you know, I honestly, I just don't think I'm tough enough, especially not at this stage with my back and my knees, you know. Like I said, maybe if I just never backyard wrestled and just kind of being safe and stuff, and just, I don't know. Not anymore, definitely not going to be considering it now, but my dad actually asked me that the other day if I should do it, but it's not a consideration at this point, I guess. So yeah, that's all the questions I had. I'm sure some other people would have thrown their questions in if I'd asked them, but I didn't want to do that. This is just a cool little video, showed you a few things, and talked a bit about backyard wrestling. Again, if there's anything specific, I'll be more than happy to answer it in a future video, but you're going to have to let me know on that. But that was a few questions answered. From Hibbs for WWE, the BTW Nation, 101 Dark Monkey, so check them out. Never checked them out, but you know, they're the guys who asked me the questions. Also, Archer6438 asked me a question, who was my first subscriber? Honestly, no idea. It might have been me, you know. I subscribed to myself as Sandog88, my other channel with loads of stuff on there. If you're interested in my backyard wrestling, check out Sandog88. It's been running for 5 years now. I've got nearly 300 subscribers. In retrospect, I should have really done these videos on that channel, because I would have got instantly had like 200 subscribers, but you know, I want to start this afresh. You know, you can check that out if you want. But first subscriber, I really don't know. But I'm grateful for every single subscriber. I'm now up to 49. Oh yes. And if I get to 50, like I said, it's going to be big. It's going to be big. So thanks for watching. That was hot topic number 3, backyard Q&A. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on another time.